Alrighty, I am back after a short little break. Just finished doing the baklava show, and I want to get this these beef cheeks going for Friday's show. I'm gonna show you the process right now, cleaning them, getting your braising liquid together. But I'm going to do mine in the sous vide, so I'm going to kind of stop before I throw everything in this pot and into the oven, because I'm going to cool off my my stock and my cheeks, and then bag them and sous vide them overnight. And I don't want to sous vide them right now because they're only going to take about 12 hours, and they got to be cool. They got to be cool anyway. They're only going to take 12 hours, and I don't really feel like getting up at 5 o'clock to pull them out, even though I'm likely up at 5 o'clock anyway. So, we'll blast through some meats here real quick. We have some lovely bowling beef cheeks. Brody gave me these when I was in Invermere last week. Ask your butcher. Any local butcher that slaughters should be able to set you up with some of this goodness. It'll be in their offal pile. OFFAL, not AWFUL. Unless you're my wife, she's not a big fan. But so yeah. Got a couple kilos of beef cheeks here. I'm going to clean these guys off. I'm just going to take the silver skin off the one side, give them a quick sear, and then stop it at that point. And then I'm going to make a braising liquid. I got some beef stock on. I've got some red wine. Red wine. Okay. I'm taping, just so you know, everything's backwards again. I'm shooting with my iPad screen instead of my iPad lens, so I can see what's going on, because I've had so many issues with when I'm not shooting live, these videos just shit in the bed on me. So I want to make sure that's still running, so I need to be able to see that screen. So this is likely the last time, unless it's just a pre-taped video, that I will be shooting backwards, because it kind of drives me nuts. I was getting nauseated when I was watching it after the baklava show. So in case you're wondering what's going on, and then we're just going to make a quick mirepoix. I've got garlic. I got some, just go through your crisper. See what odds and sods you got left. Like carrot, celery. I got the green tops from some leek. It's going to need a little tomato paste. And then we're going to reduce some red wine down. Okay? So let's get cleaning these cheeks first. And then that's the longest, dullest, most boring. I quite enjoy meat cutting. So I love butchery. So I like it, but some people don't. Some people do. And I spent some time sharpening my knife from the other night. So hopefully, oh yeah, much better. From the other night. Christ, it was last night. I'm friggin' doing, this is like my third video in less than 24 hours. Okay, so you're just taking that connective tissue off. I might roast those off. You know what I should do is dry those out for the boys. That's what I'll do. I won't do it while I've got that last bit of baklava in the oven though. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Just take your knife up underneath that silver skin. Push it through and keep it angled up towards the back of it, okay? Flip this one around. And try not to, there we go. I'm using a flexible boning knife. That's kind of my preference, just because you can really get it up against the silver skin. And don't be crazy fussy about it. If you leave a little chunk, or if you take a little too much of the cheek off of the silver skin, don't panic. Nobody's gonna die. We're gonna end up pulling these like pulled pork anyway after, so you're gonna know if you got shiziz in there, and you just pick that part out. Not a biggie. Bush. Oh, I got my friggin' cutting board on a burner. Okay. This knife could still be sharper. It's not great yet. Need to spend a little more time with it. Okay, that was just the fat cap on that. There we go. Now you can really see what's going on with that silver skin. You can see that knife blade right through it, eh? Hopefully. We still running? Lovely. Hey, 5 minutes in and my friggin' iPad hasn't stopped taping. Okay. And actually that worked better. So I'm going to pull that. I'm just going to go right for that fat cap right off the bat. Having said that, watch, I'll pick up the silver skin right away. Yeah, I did. Of course I did. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. If you talk nicely to your butcher or buy him some beer, I'm sure he'll do this part for you too. But I like it. It's fun. It's tactile. You're spending time with your animal. So there we go. Okay, I'm going to move this stuff off to the side. I'm going to put that on a plate. Actually, I'm going to put it in one of these blue bowls. And the boys are going to love Daddy. Get rid of this. Put this off to the side. What a lovely looking plate that is. Okay, I'm going to get my pan going on this. I'm going to get that screaming hot. We're going to give those cheeks a sear, okay? We're going to give them a quick sear. We're not going to cook them per se. We're just going to hit them hard. Just so color, it brings out the sugars in it. And texture kind of keeps them together just so they don't all flake apart and pull apart before we want that to happen. Okay, that knife is going in that bin. And I'm going to turn on my little sauce pot here too. I'm going to get that heating up, and that's what we're going to build our mirepoix into. So let's get... I'm not going to do anything with those. This is going to be a very rustic, very coarse mirepoix. I want big chunks because we're doing it over a long period of time. And I don't want those just to turn to pulp. I want something left at the end of it. Okay. So a nice big coarse chunkage. I'm going about an inch on these guys. And that is perfectly acceptable. Everybody like my new cutting board? You can kind of see it back there. Oh, yeah, you can see it pretty good. From Make Your Mark Woodworks in Creston. I'm so freaking stoked about that cutting board. I'm actually using it as a cutting board, even though it's a butcher block. But I did butchery on it. Oh no, I did the butchery on the whiteboard. I'm not using that for butchery. It's too pretty. But yeah, I'm super stoked about that. So I'm going to let that's got a ways to go, that's got a ways to go. I'm cranking those puppers. Let's get some seasoning on that. Just our usual Dash 19 stuff on the cheeks. Hit it hard. Hard, 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 hard. Okay, flip those guys over and hit the other side. So yeah, I'm going to go, sous vide wise, I'm going 12 hours at probably $170, 170 Fahrenheit. Braising wise, what did I used to do? Couple and a half hours at 250, and then check them. You want them to act like kind of pulled pork. You want them to pull apart and be. You're going to see they're going to shrink, they're going to tighten up, they're going to go kind of ball-like, and you're really close at that point. So. Yeah, we want them to pull apart because we're making a bolognese out of these down the road, okay? Okay, I'm just going to introduce some oil here, introduce some oil here. Garlic's going to go in there. Yeah, that pan's got a friggin' ways to go yet. Brrr. Should have those. I need a bigger kitchen. I need more workspace. What else do I need? I need peppercorns, I need bay leaf. Pardon me while I wander away. Should we? I think we should. I smoked off some peppercorns a couple weeks ago. And I'm just looking for them right now. These guys the smoked ones? I'll be able to tell here real quick. Nope. So the other ones are the smoked ones. God forbid I'd label stuff. Come on, where are you? I'm not waiting for that pan anyway. Bear with me. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay. Here and bay leaf. Oh, I'll get a little on the old bay leaf. Sorry, I got to do a little 360 because my mic cord's all tangled around me. Okay, so black peppercorn, bay leaf. This is good. I'm just firing in my mirepoix. Those are losing their mind at a squirrel in the backyard. Clean up my board. I'm sorry, I got you dirty, buddy. Now let's get some beef cheekage into that pan. Not worried about presentation side. You can see how that shrunk. You see how that contracted as soon as that hit heat. We're going to do that in the braise too. Don't panic. It's perfectly normal. They're used to it. They're sucking their cheeks in. It's absolutely normal. I'm going to add some fan. And I don't care if I just want some color on this mirror plot. I'm not cooking it. I need just to get some caramelization going on it. Okay. I've actually got that off right now. Because I'm going to sous vide, I don't want to kill a bunch of time waiting for all this stuff to cool down. And in goes my stock here too. Beef stock, 2 cups. Okay, and I'm cool like that. I don't have the burner on. I don't care. I don't want it to cook anymore. I need to get on with my life instead of shooting cooking videos. So that's that. And you're thinking, but you haven't used the wine yet. Oh, I'm gonna. That's going in here. Right into here. Gonna deglaze all this goodness that's on the bottom. With that red wine, I'm gonna reduce it down by half. I've got 1.5 cups of red wine. And I want that down to about 3/4 of a cup. I want it down by half. Okay. Well, I'm cool with these guys right now. I'm going to use them. Because I've just got a sear on these, I'm going to use them to cool those off. To cool that stock off. I know it's counterintuitive, but I have a plan. There is a method to my madness. Because I'm just going to pull this as soon as... Let's get the red wine going in here first. Then we'll talk. Then we'll chat. Okay? So I've got 1.5 cups going in there. This way. We still going? Something about, accessory. Oh, I stepped on my mic cord. Okay, gotcha. I don't know if that shows up on yours, but it showed up on mine. Red wine reducing down. I'm going to introduce some tomato paste. A couple tablespoons of tomato paste. Mainly just to incorporate it, just to get it all dissolved into that red wine. Okay. And I'm going to get my bay leaf started. I've got just basically bay leaf shrapnel left here. So there's about 3 bay leaves. And there's a tablespoon of black peppercorns, smoked black peppercorns. I'm just going to let that go. So what I'm going to do, where's my handy Andy? So what did I say? I was going to 170 on this, right? For 12 hours, that's what I said? So I'm going to see what temp the stock is at right now. And as soon as my stock hits 170, I'm going to fire up my immersion circulator and buy some time. Oh, I might have just freaking nailed it. That might be good. Let's just see what happens. I'm at 160 right now. Why did you slow down? Am I sitting on top of something? 162. Yeah, so I'm pretty close. It's going to go up once that red wine goes in there too, though. Yeah, I'm at 165 right now, so it's going to jump up a bit. But that's cool. I won't have to be hanging out for too long. Waiting for this shit to cool down. Awesome. Okay, I'm happy with that wine too. I'm about halfway there. Burner off. And I'm just pouring all that goodness into that. Oh, that wine was turned into syrup. Man, that was good looking stuff. Awesome sauce. Okay. There we go. If you're braising, you'd be putting a lid on that puppy and firing it into your oven right now. Look at that. That's almost a friggin' meal right there. Too bad it's like bulletproof still. Okay. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. There is beef cheek prep. I will take a quick picture after it's all out tomorrow morning at likely about 6:30 in the freaking morning. And I'll show you what happened with it overnight. So there it is. I am still 15 minutes and 51 seconds in, which means I'm still taping for the first time ever. Normally it shits the bed by now, so that's awesome. All right, cool, guys. And we'll see you Wednesday, if not before. No, I won't be before. I'm not doing another video tomorrow. Okay, cheers, guys. Bye.